Hey guys, what's up? Today I got an RU match against a Ludwig 0213, and it's pretty exciting. So I figure he's going to lead with his Sand Slash, or perhaps his Jump Bluff. Sand Slash because it has Stealth Rocks, etc., and Jump Bluff because it's a fairly good lead because of Subseed and Sleep Powder, and it's fast and stuff like that. Figure I'll lead with my Pincer, and he can take on a Sand Slash because they usually only have Earthquake. And even if he has Toxic, I have Heal Bell on my Altaria. And if he does lead with his Jump Bluff, then I can switch to my Metang and wall the shit out of it, because I do have Rest Talk. And if he is a Subseeder, then I'll have to deal with him some way. Probably involve my Swellow with a U-turn and other stuff like that. So that's the idea. Nothing else on his team really looks like it wants to lead, so it's not a big deal. So I'm going to lead with Pincher, and that's how it's going to go. So we're going to go into the battle here. He's going to lead with his Sand Slash, and I am going to lead with my Pincer, as I said. And I figure he's going to want to get up Stealth Rocks. I'm actually going to go for the Bulk Up. I know it's kind of early, but like I said, there's nothing really threatening on his team. I mean, he's got a Subseeder, he's got a couple defensive Pokemon, his Flareon kind of, but I know I'm faster, and I can hit that with an Earthquake. So I got up one Bulk Up. He does go for the Stealth Rocks. I go for the X Scissor. I thought I'd do a little more than that, but he knocks off my Leftovers, which is, I guess, better than Toxic, sort of, because I can sit in here, but it's worse in that, well, I have Heal Bell, so Toxic wouldn't really matter in the long run, and you'll see later why. So I'm going to X Scissor. He's going to go into his Pelipper, who for some reason has Pressure. He says he missalved it. He also only uses 3 moves this entire battle, so I'm not sure if one of the other moves is illegal or if it's just wrong or something. I don't know. So I get out my Stealth Rocks, and he's going to burn me with a Scald. That's fine. Like I said, I have Heal Bell, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, so I'm going to switch my Altaria, excuse me. Figure he probably won't have Ice Beam. I don't even know if these things get Ice Beam. Probably not. And he's just going to Scald and going to do like absolutely nothing. But it is going to get the burn as well. And I'm like, whatever. I have Natural Cure and Heal Bell. No big deal. I am going to figure that he's probably just going to stay in and try and keep scalding me or whatever. Either way, I'm just going to go for the Dragon Pulse because I don't really need to Roost, and I know if his Sand Slash does want to come in to Rapid Spin my rocks, I can like, you know, do some decent damage with the Dragon Pulse, but unfortunately it's not a 2-hit KO. So he will get Rapid Spin off, but it's not a big deal because I still have my Pincer, so I can just come back in later and put up rocks because he does have, you know, Flareon, Jump Bluff, Pelipper, all weak to Stealth Rocks. So I definitely need them up. So, as you see there, he barely hangs on because he has lefties. And, well, I mean, what other item would he have? So I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse again. And that is just going to take him out. He stays in. Probably wanted to go for the knockoff. I thought of going for the Roost, but then I'm like, no. If he had Toxic, yeah, I'd go for the Roost. That's fine. But I don't want him to knock off my lefties because I know Altaria is going to be super important because, again, Flareon and Pelipper are both annoying. So I'm going to go for the Roost here while he goes for the Protect. I'm not really sure why. But, yeah, because Dragon Pulse isn't going to do too much to this. Yes, it's probably physically defensive, but it is still, you know, max HP, and its special defense is decent, and my special attack is not good at all, so it's like... so he sends in Flareon. Kudos for the name. It's so true. Needs Flare Blitz for some love. But yeah, so I go for the Heal Bell just to take off the 2 burns on my Pokemon. I figure he's probably Wish Protect Toxic Lava Plume, and I'm very close because, yeah, most of these are the same, and that Dragon Pulse does absolutely nothing. So yeah, he is definitely especially defensive with that moveset, more or less. As I said, I'm 1 off, and that is because he has a Flamethrower instead of Lava Plume. Either way, I think Lava Plume would be better because it's just got the chance to burn. I mean, it's like Scald over Surf or Discharge over Thunderbolt. They're all the same. So I'm going to go for a Roar because I know I have Natural Cure and I don't really care. I also have Heal Bell, but you know, I can just switch out and go to an appropriate counter. I don't really have a counter for that Flareon. I could get my Pincer in and get a Bulk Up or 2 and probably KO it with Earthquake. But I mean, I do have something else, but which is my Omastar. But I'm sort of thinking I want to save it until that Dust Noir is at least half dead. That way I can come in, get up a Shell Smash, and just sweep. I was also concerned a little bit about his Pelipper, but I did damage calcs, and a +2 Ice Beam will kill it 100% of the time. You know, at max HP, max defense. So yeah, his Jumpluff gets dragged in by my Roar, so I switch to my Metang, which is my Eviolite physical wall. Does its job very well, except that it's weak to ground, so it's kind of a setback, but then again, you just need a flying type, and it's fine, which is what Altaria is, my especially defensive counterpart. It takes the fire attacks as well, and Metang takes the ice and dragon hits as well. So it's actually a pretty good core. Especially since, one's got Heal Bell, this one has Sleep Talk with Toxic and Meteor Mash, and the other one has Dragon, Pulse, Roar, Heal Bell, and Roost, so they're both, stable, and they can recover, and Metang has like 480 defense or something like that, and yeah. So this guy's got an Acrobatic stat, and I figured that from when I saw Sub but no Leech Seed. He does try to put me to sleep, which is unfortunate, but I have Sleep Talk, so I know it's not a big deal. Plus, again, I have Heal Bell, so it doesn't really matter. I finally get something useful on the Sleep Talk, though, and Toxic him, and now he is dead. And Flareon's going to come in and totally scare me out, because I do not want to take a Flamethrower, because, well, I do have Eviolite, and my special defense is not that bad. I made this Pokemon a long time ago. I haven't really used it much since, but I think it's around 250 with Eviolite. It's pretty good. It's a good Pokemon. It's just, I mean, yeah, you can have Stealth Rocks on it, but with Rest Talk, Meteor Mash is really the only option. I mean, Earthquake is alright, but Meteor Mash has that attack raise and its stab, and it's okay. Earthquake might be better, though, because of Steel types and Poison types who are immune to the Toxicking. But, whatever. So, yeah, Altaria comes in here and kind of stalls this Flareon out. Basically, all I'm trying to do is wait for a turn where I know he's not going to Flamethrower. And for me to do that, I'm pretty much going to figure I have to Roar him out. Because when he's not Toxicking me, he's basically going to be Flamethrowing because I'm not doing any damage to him. He's Wish Protect, right? So I'm going to Heal Bell just to wake up my Metang because I know later I'll probably come in, take one hit, and get a Rest Off. So yeah, he's going to go into his Dust Noir, and I am just going to phase him right back out because, like I said, I was expecting him to stay in a Toxic, and I just wanted to get him out of there so that, he wouldn't be killing my Pinsir on the switching because I want to get Stealth Rocks up ASAP because his Rapid Spinner's dead. Now I figure is as good a time as any because he's probably going to Toxic me or switch right back out because he just finished switching. But he actually goes for the Wish, which means he's probably going to go into Pelipper. But that's really not a big deal to me. I'm going to go just straight for the Stealth Rocks. He actually goes into his Dust Noir, which is a little odd. I don't know why he did that. Wish kind of getting wasted. Well, I mean, I guess I could have attacked. Here is where not having leftovers kind of sucks because that Shadow Sneak does like nothing, and I could have basically just bulked up and he wouldn't have been able to kill me. Sort of, because he does have Will-O-Wisp, but it's not a big deal, really, at this point, but would have been interesting. Do get the crit there. He does miss the Will-O-Wisp. I'm just literally trying to get killed because I really don't care about this Pinsir. I'm thinking he probably has Pain Split and Earthquake as his last moves. So I know my Omastar does not want to switch in and go for the Shell Smash because he's probably going to be slower unless he has max speed, which would be no purpose. And even then, I think I'm still faster. Omastar is, I think, 45 base speed, and this is like 30 or... Anyways, he wouldn't be faster because no one put speed on that. I'm going to come into my Swallow and go for the Pursuit. I was sort of hoping he'd switch out, sort of hoping that would kill, but without my Toxic Orb boost, that's not going to do enough, and he is just going to get a Pain Split off and do a lot of damage. I really should have just Brave Birded. Yes, I would have taken some recoil, but it would have been way less than how much I took from Pain Split. And I need to Brave Bird anyways, so, whatever. Not a big deal. It's going to be annoying now that he's going to bring in his Pelipper. I figure he's going to just Protect Stall me out of my Toxic, but I have Stealth Rocks, and I can't really switch back in. Yes, I could save it for fodder, but I really don't care. I know I can take one more Toxic hit, So I'm hoping, he'll go for Protect and then maybe a Roost, but I can probably do a big chunk, although he is most likely physically defensive. But he's going to go for Protect the second time and get it, and that's kind of annoying. Um, but whatever. So Swallow dies, doesn't really do a whole lot. He does help kill Dusk Noir, but he could have done a better job at it, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, so now I'm going to send him my Glade because he is Scarfed and he has Stone Edge. And this is where actually missaving with Pressure actually kind of sucked because Stone Edge is not going to be able to kill him and he can just Protect Stall, and he could have Roosted, but he's going to go for the Skull to try and get the burn. If he did get the burn, I'd be screwed too. But yeah, like, I mean, now I'm already at a 4 PP of Stone Edge, and basically, since I figure just go for it because I don't really need it for anyone else. I'm going to stay in and go for it, but I miss, of course. Naturally, I miss. Thankfully, he's going to not get the burn once again, though I do have Heal Bell on my Altaria, so it's not a big deal. I keep saying that. That's why Heal Bell is very nice, especially against a team with this many stallish. Like, if you're facing an offensive team, Heal Bell is useless. But if you're facing a team like this, it's perfect. It's awesome. And I usually seem to need it when I don't bring it, but this is an awesome example of when I have it, and I needed it, and I get to use it. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to switch out to my Altaria because I only have 2 PP and Stone Edge left, and I know he's going to Protect, and Pressure is going to rain those PPs right out. So I'm going to go for the Roar just to shuffle around some of his Pokemon, get some Stealth Rocks damage. He's going to go into his Raichu. I'm not really scared of it. I don't think it'll have HPI. Some of them do, but not for anything outside of OU because there's no real need for them except Altaria and Flagon. Yeah, but I'm gonna drag him out to his Flareon, and then I'm like, oh right, he's probably just gonna Wish, so that's not nice. But as I said, I just want to get my get my Omastar in here safely. I was not expecting the +2 Ice Beam, as I said earlier, to be able to OHKO this Pelipper. I was thinking it would be around 70%, but it is in fact like 110 or something. You'll see the calculator when I actually attack him with Ice Beam. But yeah, so I'm going to switch to Glade because I figure I could go for the Stone Edge. I was thinking he'd actually Roost there, expecting me to just roar him out again. Which is why I went to Glade, but he's going to not get the burn 1/3 time, which is nice because that means I'm not going to get killed, though it's not too big of a deal. I'm just going to go for the Trick because I want to give him a Scarf because he's a wall, and I figure even Raichu with a Scarf is kind of useless because Altaria pretty much walls him, and it would be kind of dangerous, but I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, so I'm going to trick him with Scarf, and now he is Scarfed, and I'm going to go to my Metang, because I want to get him Toxic, or if he switches out, get something Toxic. I probably should have gone for the Rest and Sleep Talked, perhaps the Toxic, but honestly, like I said, I just needed this thing about half health, and then just kill it with a +2 Ice Beam after I Shell Smash on my Omastar. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. And this next stall session is kind of just me looking for that opportunity to go in. Kind of also foddering Altaria because I know once I get my Omastar in safely and I Shell Smash, it's over. And now that he is Scarfed and Toxic, he's not going to be healing up unless he gets a Wish Pass to it. So I'm going to go for the Roost just to heal up. And now I'm going to start Whirlwinding him out because I kind of want him in on his Flareon so that he can go for the Wish or maybe the Flamethrower because he's not going to go for the Toxic. And Flamethrower will not do anything to an Omastar because it quad resists it. I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse though, expecting him to want to stay in just to fodder it out because that's another thing too. I didn't want to switch into Omastar and take a Scald and then try and take another Scald while I'm Shell Smashing because I wasn't sure if you could take that because Omastar's special defense is not that great, though its physical defense is 125 and very fantastic. So yeah, I was just trying to see maybe if I can get this Pelipper killed, but he's going to go for the Wish on the Roar, and that means that that sucks. I kind of didn't want the Wish on this Raichu though because I'm like, it's offensive and it might be hurting me, so I want to actually get it back on either his Flareon or his Pelipper, because his Pelipper's, just matter of time before Toxic kills him, and Flareon is not a big threat at all to my Omastar. Even with Toxic, after like one more attack, Toxic Poison is not going to really do too much. But he does get roared out to his Pelipper now, so that is kind of what I wanted. And after I got critted by that Thunderbolt, I'm thinking I'm going to get killed anyways. I'm going to go for the Roost just in case he switches for some reason. But I'm pretty sure he's going to Scald kill me, and that is exactly what he is going to do. So now my Altaria is finally dead. I was kind of thinking she might be able to kill everything, but with that wish on the Flareon, not really. So I'm just kind of, like I said, biding my time, maybe trying to get that Pelipper killed, but not going to work. She died, so Omastar's time to shine. I'm going to take that Scald. It's not even going to do half, which is actually really nice. And I'm going to get my Shell Smash off, and now I'm confident Ice Beam will kill because he's around half health. Although, as I said, it'll be an instant one-hit KO, guaranteed, unless he has max special defense, which even if he does with max HP, it's still like 85 to like 99%. So it would kill either way. There you see the Ice Beam kills him. Now I'm just going to surf his Flareon, surf his Raichu. For some reason, he is going to protect here, even though a +2 surf from a Life Orb modest stab having Omastar on a Flareon would get hit with like 170% at least, or something like that. I don't really know what he protected. But yeah. So he's going to die, and Raichu's going to come in, and he's not going to be able to outspeed me. He doesn't have the quick attack. Even if he did, it probably wouldn't kill me. Yes, I have a defense drop, but again, as I said, I have 120 base defense, 125, sorry, and I resist it. So he's dead. That's the end of the battle. Long-ass battle, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Peace.